Hello, Cancer. Welcome to the Spiritual Journey. Thank you for being here. If you've already subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate it. If you find that you resonate with this message or that you're coming back around to my channel, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, hitting that notification button, all those good things. So what we're going to do today is that we are most of the way through January of the 2023. So we're in well gear of this year. We are going to get some energy of what you're sitting in now, what your energy is, as well as your strength at this time, your weakness at this time, some energy that's supporting you, as well as some challenges. And then we're going to close it off with some angels, gods, and goddesses cards, as well as some archangel oracle, just for a last message. So let's go ahead and get into this message. So for first, we're going to go ahead and start with your energy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get your energy currently. What's energy are you sitting in? What's around you? Things like that. So let's see what's coming up for you. All right, for Cancer, please remember that this is a general read. There's millions of Cancers out there, so it's not going to resonate exactly for all of you. So take what resonates, let go of what doesn't. So let's go ahead and see the energy of Cancer at this time. What is coming up for you? What's the energy of Cancer? Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm going to get the few cards out here and then we'll see what's up. Oh, that little pesky devil has to come in. He has to always show his face. All right, so a couple more. All right. All right, and on the bottom we have a little bit of competition going on here. So I do see the Three of Cups. So this could be amongst friends, family, co-workers. There's some kind of competition on the bottom. So we do have the Emperor. So this could be an Aries, but I feel like this could be you taking charge of your life, being empowered, because it looks like you are looking towards the future, trying to, wait for your ships to come in, try to figure out what your next steps are, whatever that is. We do have this pesky little devil coming in. So this could be some toxic energy around you, within you. It is right next to this Three of Cups. So I feel like, and with the competition on the bottom, I feel like there could be some competition amongst co-workers, family members, or some friends. It might be out of envy because you are trying to advance for this future and you're empowered, but there's some kind of competition, conflict, something like that. We have the King of Swords. So this is somebody that's very logical, and another empowered card like the Emperor. The King is very take charge kind of person, and this is in a logical sense. So really thinking out, your next strategy, your next plans, things like that. We do have the Page of Swords next to it though, so this could be somebody younger, but I feel like this might be beginning steps, like you're just now setting these intentions out there, maybe because of the new year, things like that. But there is some kind of competition here, so just be aware of that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get into what your strength is at this time. This competition could be, like I said, you just taking your power and making plans for the future. It could be something specific, like a position, a job, things like that, a new relationship, whatever it is. I feel like there's some kind of envy around you, and it might even be on the down low where there's like they're competing with you, but like kind of in a sly way. So be aware of that. So let's get your strength. Okay, so we have Rescuer. So I kind of think of Cancer can be a rescuer, taking care of others. So this says provides strength and support to others in a crisis, acts out of love and no expectation of reward. So right away what I'm getting with that Emperor card that you had in that King of Swords is maybe you've had to step into a management role, a leader role, or the head of household, something like that. And that might be where that kickback is from that envy or resistance or competition around you, because you're taking control and taking care of everyone, like that protector, leading people through a situation here. So and it might be a crisis situation. And now we have the Tear. Look at this card, it's interesting, the Tear. So this Tear, what I get from this is like, mourning, a grief. So there could have been like a loss in your circle here where you've had to take charge. But, you're a very sympathetic sign. So you're very, you have a lot of empathy for others. You're very sensitive, and you're not really afraid to show that sensitive side to you. So I feel like this is one of your strengths, that you allow people to open up and not be judged for their, their sensitive nature, their vulnerability. So I feel like, also, you might be in this vulnerable mourning state as well, but you are taking charge. So you're being that leader where you are kind of maybe mourning more on your own, and being there for others. So now let's go ahead and get some tarot with this. All right, so this is actually your strength right now, that you are stepping into this leadership role and taking care of others, being that rescuer where people were like kind of maybe distraught or in a grief-stricken state. And, you're setting your vulnerability aside. Not that you're like stifling it down, but you are, putting it to the side, just because sometimes when we are really emotional, it's hard to handle situations. So I feel like you do have this mourning, but you are thinking of others. So that's the strength of yours right now. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, there's that Devil again. Wow. Okay. This could involve a Capricorn too, because we've had the Devil come out twice. Okay. And Judgment and the Seven of Wands. On the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups. Somebody that's, again, compassionate, thinking of others, trusting their intuition. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, so this could involve your home. It could involve a job as well, because this is our abundance, our lifestyle, our situation. We do have the Devil coming in, so there's some kind of toxic energy around this. It could be that person that's envious of you, but there's some kind of toxic negative energy. It could be revolving around an addiction or something like that, but there's some deep self-revelation going within and figuring out how you're handling, how you're dealing with it, what's the best thing to do, things like that. And we have the Seven of Wands, so this is also being a little guarded. So I feel like this is your energy of, holding back some of those emotions, and, so they don't get the best of you right now, because there is some conflict or some competition, as well as there's some, grieving or something like that. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get into something that's one of your weaknesses right now. What not something that's your strong point at this time. So we have Addict. Wow. We just had that addiction card there. Okay, so we have compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. Okay, so there's some kind of, again, this addictive behavior. So if this is your weakness, I feel like, some of you could have like a bad habit or an addiction on your own, but it does look like your strength. You're standing up to it and helping others. But I feel like this could be somebody around you has an addiction, and this could be why this mourning and loss or grief is. And, it's a weakness for you, because, people that we care about is our soft spot. It really is. It touches us. So I feel like this could be like that thorn in your side, because you're trying to keep it all together, keep everybody, balanced and stable, help them through a difficult situation. But this is like a thorn, not a thorn in your side, because that sounds like it's bad. This is like your soft spot. So like somebody might be having an addiction and really going through a tough time, or you could have lost somebody from it, or they're in rehab, or whatever it is, or they're creating chaos in the family. And, you do care about this person, so it's difficult, because you have to put up healthy boundaries and be on guard, but you also have compassion and love for this person and want the best for this person. So let's see what else. Now we have the Threshold. This is interesting as well. The Threshold is like resisting, refusal to set boundaries. So if this is your situation where the weakness is, you could have a little difficult time setting healthy boundaries with this person, because you feel sympathetic for them, empathetic, for them, what they're going through. So be cautious, because, that's a tough spot. When somebody is not in the best place in toxic behavior, and we really care about them, and we're concerned for their safety and their well-being, we can be a little, soft. So it's really hard, because we don't want to come off as mean, or we don't care. So that's a very soft spot for you right now. This is a weakness, because you're trying to set those healthy boundaries and keep everything in line, and not let this person, fringe on everybody else's rights and things like that, or safety. So you are trying to set healthy boundaries, but you do have that soft spot. So this is like the weakness in your life right now. So let's go ahead and see what's happening with some tarot. Sorry about that. There's like a helicopter or something going over. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of rumbling in the house. All right, so we have the Page of Wands. And the Two of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Oh yeah, this is heartbreaking for you. The Four of Coins, again, is that energy of being a little held back. You know, not letting your guard down, staying strong and trying to be defensive, right? So, which I can understand. If this energy is, you know, toxic energy around you and you're trying to keep it together, you're trying to set boundaries. So I kind of feel like you might have that really soft spot and kind of enabling, but then you shift back to be really guarded. So it's really hard to figure out, right? So we have this Three of Swords. So this is heartbreaking for you. Knight of Swords is taking action towards the truth. So you are realizing what the reality is, and you are taking steps that's, you know, the best for the outcome, but it's still painful for you. And this could be a very good connection, like a spouse, a parent, a sibling, a child, a really good friend. But this is Two of Cups is a very harmonious connection. So I feel like you do really have this bond with this person. And this is like the beginning. Like this is the beginning of this journey. This is the first steps towards something. So, you know, and you're very passionate about getting this person well, but it's a difficult situation. And you're put in the front, the lead of this. So it could be, like I said, you're a parent and your spouse is going through a difficulty, maybe in the hospital, different things like that, and you're, you know, trying to keep the household together and maintain those emotions and things like that. So there could be some energy around that. All right, so now we're going to get into some energy that's supporting you. Mediator. Yeah, see, there you go. Mediator. That's somebody that goes between. So I kind of feel like you have this energy and feel this responsibility of this in-between energy, because you're trying to protect one group of people, but you want to be there for the other one. So it's a very difficult situation. But this is just supporting energy for you. And it says, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. Yeah. So you're playing that mediator. And then we have the underworld. Ooh, the underworld. So this can be, you know, nightmares, scary things, but I feel like this is kind of like that unknown too, the darkness. But I really feel like you're not judgmental about it. You know, you're very supportive. Like I said, you're a very empathetic and sensitive person. So I feel like, you know, you're coming from this place, but you don't know what it is, but you are very open and, you know, not judgmental. So I feel like this is a good energy, like, to help with, you know, that you are one of the good people for this role, even though it's challenging for you. So let's get some tarot. You know, like I said, this could even be a work situation where some tragedy or something happened. But, yeah, look at this again. Yeah. This is really heartbreaking for you. This is really hitting you hard too, but I feel like you are holding it together because of everyone else. So make sure you take care of yourself, because that can be very challenging when everybody's relying on us and we're going through the same thing. The Wheel, so this could be some kind of karmic energy, but, you know, I do feel like the cycle will turn. Your support is really helping people out. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's going to be a new beginning here. This is a different way of being now. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So again, that's that, you know, removing the rose-colored glasses, seeing things for what they are, even though if it could be harsh energy, and a lot of people might want to deny it or not see it, but you are seeing it for what it is, and you're trying to balance out that energy. And again, with compassion, trusting your intuition, kindness, not judging, things like that. So you're doing really well with that. And I think, did I get 4 there? One more. Let's see what else. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles, but you are a little guarded. Like I said, you're holding back. You're not sharing everything about how you're feeling and things. So be careful with that, okay? Because Cancers can tend to, when they get like that, close off in their shell. So you might be partially that, but you do have to be there for others. So you're there for others, but you're kind of closing yourself off. So make sure you take care of yourself as well, okay? All right, so now we are going to get the last energy here before we get the last message. This is things that are challenging us. Well, this already looks like a big challenge as it is, but let's go ahead and say what's coming up. Engineer, interesting. The shadow part, which is the challenge, says reliance on mechanical solutions without regard for emotional consequences. Okay, so what I feel from this right now is the challenge is, you know, keeping your emotions intact because you are a very sympathetic, sensitive sign. But if you hold them in too long, that's going to affect you. It's going to come out as anger. It's going to come out as, upset stomachs, physical ailments, things like that. So be careful with that, because I feel like you're stuffing your feelings all in so you can be there for everybody else. So this is regard for emotional consequences. So I feel like if you don't have some kind of release or self-care or something like that, it could get to the point where you just explode and blow up, and it turns into anger and might step on toes or create more chaos. So be careful with that. Have some kind of outlet for that. All right. So let's see what else is coming up. The dead end. Wow. So the dead end is, tension, unconscious, like holding on, gripping. So I feel like you might need to step away a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying abandon the people altogether, but, have to take a time out, because if you're too involved with this and you're clinging on and you just want to see it through and controlling, this dead end, it's like you're hitting a brick wall and you're not getting anywhere, and that can become very frustrating. So I feel like your emotions could build up and you could explode, or get physically ill or something like that. So make sure you are having some kind of outlet from that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get, what else do I want to get? Some tarot. Yeah, this is a challenging situation. It looks like whatever it is, if it's something at work that's happened and you're kind of keeping things on the wraps for everybody, or if it's a family situation, it does look like a very difficult situation, being torn between and then stuffing your emotions down to be in charge. And yeah, so let's go ahead and see what's happening. We have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Wands. So again, the Ace of Cups is self-love, filling your own cup first. Make sure if you don't take care of yourself, it's hard to take care of people for long term, because you're going to be depleted, right? So filling your own cup, okay? Two of Wands is, trying to make a difficult decision. So you're making difficult decisions. Another reason to have to fill your own cup and take care of yourself as well. Again, this could be karma, or this could be just a new cycle that you're going through. But the wheel is turning, so things are going to start improving eventually. It's just you have to get through this difficult time right now. Yeah, there's some kind of shock, surprise. So I feel like this came out of nowhere. I mean, you kind of knew it, but you didn't expect it, and there was some kind of surprise here. But let's go ahead and see one more card. Okay, yeah, there's that Four of Pentacles again. Yeah, see, this is like being in defense mode, guarded. So I feel like if you don't have some kind of release for these emotions, what you're feeling, because you're trying to hold everybody else together and be the, the head of the situation, I feel like it's going to build up, and you're either going to have some kind of physical ailment or explode or something. So, mental breakdown, anything like that, because you can't keep holding those and bottling those emotions in. So I feel like the universe and spirit are saying, you need to have some kind of outlet here. Take action towards that now, because, you can sit there and deny and think, oh, I'm strong enough, I can do it, and I can just, get by this. It's not that long, but it's going to build up, and either, like I said, you're going to explode on the situation with anger, or you're going to have some kind of ailment here. So be cautious of that. All right. So let's go ahead and close this reading with some angel cards. So let's go ahead and get that. Let's get the what is this? Some angels, gods, and goddesses cards first, and then we'll get the archangel card for a final message from spirit and the universe for you. Okay. What's coming up for Cancer, please? What's this spirit and angel message, please? What is the message and guidance for Cancer? Angel of soul love. Time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love. There you go. See? It's saying right there that you're neglecting yourself right now, because I understand it. You're trying to be that protector and take care of others, that motherly-like type figure, but you need to take care of yourself. This is going to become an issue here. And on the bottom, we have the angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. Yeah, so it's time to get those feelings and emotions and speak your truth and get that out there, because if you keep bottling it up, again, it's going to come to some kind of explosion here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get the archangel message. Archangel message for Cancer. Okay. Patience. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So, you know, you probably have your dreams on hold right now, but, you know, maybe this dream of the solution of this situation, but you have to be a little patient and nurturing. And I feel like, you know, you are nurturing for others and being patient with them, but this is within you too. You have to take care of yourself, all right? And then there's some kind of creative writing on the bottom. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article. So that might be some way to get that energy out. You know, if you have a journal or anything like that, write that down. That might be helpful. Maybe you like writing, you know. So maybe write letters to this person or whatever. There's some kind of energy with maybe that will help or something, okay? So that is your message, Cancer. I wish you the best. That seems like a very difficult situation. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.